In this lesson, I'm going to demonstrate the proper buy-in procedure for a player. If you notice, I have two players here who already have checks in front of them, and I have my third player who has just came to the table and wants to play. I'll reach over, or the player will push up the $100, and I'll reach over and bring it into my work area. Remember, my work area is right here, okay? And I have plenty of space to work. When a player buys in, the dealer needs to bring in the money to the work area and make sure that the money has both sides. So the dealer will turn the money over. We don't want any funny money coming into the casino. So the dealer will just flip the bill real fast, make sure it has two sides, and leave it on the right-hand side. The most important thing to remember is that the player is playing 5-10 stud. So we need to give the player the proper amount to play with. So in this situation, the player will receive 95 in red, and because there's a force bet involved of $2, we will give the player $4 in whites, and because there's an ante required for a player to post, we'll give the player $1 in antes. We need to call out change 100 so the floor can acknowledge this before you hand it off. So remember, we have 75 and 20, it's 95, plus 4, 99, and $1 equals 100. Floor, change 100, the floor will acknowledge, and you will send it out at that time by stacking it up. Okay. The proper way to hand off money to a player is by placing your finger on top of the check and then handing it off to the player. The improper way of handing off checks to a player is by palming the checks. So if I wanted to hand off these checks like so, this is the palming method, and I'm going to hand it off to the player, okay, and I'm going to come back and hand off the dollar. That is not the proper way to do so, because I can take some money from the player, and that's my tip, and I can just drop it in the box. So please do not hand off money by palming the checks. To demonstrate again, please hand off the checks with the index finger on top, and you can use two hands to hand this money off, and take the dollar and coins, give the checks to the player, wish him good luck. Sir, 100, good luck. At this point, you're going to come back, take the cash, place it over the slot on the right-hand side of the table, and drop it down into the drop box by using the paddle. Please make sure you take out the paddle a couple of times to make sure the money is dropping into the drop box.